We got a blog post and we've got what everybody loves, defensive war teams. Oh my God. Echo is coming to the game, and it's going to be two new Young Avengers coming to the game to make a part of a defensive war team. So the team is going to be Echo, Squirrel Girl, Ms. Marvel, and America Chavez, and an unnamed character, which we're all assuming is going to be Kate Bishop. I think it's a 99.9% chance it's going to be Kate Bishop. So there's a lot of interesting information here in the blog post about this. Reworks to the raid orbs, the Greek raid orbs. They're actually getting replaced, and they're going to have new contents, and we're going to read about that. We also have the Star-Lord T'Challa Blitz starting on Thursday. Now, two things that are not in the blog post, which is a little bit frustrating, is no word on the Tadano Mac release on that at all. No information on Tadano Mac on the, whether we're going to get Cloak or Dagger or whatever that's going to be. And also no information on when Omega Red is coming back. So the Web Warriors recently recruited Spider-Man Miles. So the Young Avengers are getting two newcomers to propel the team to Alliance War Defense Glory. Young Avengers will be America Chavez, Ms. Marvel, and Squirrel Girl, all of whom are receiving updated stats and abilities in the version 5.10 release, with Echo and a fifth member. We're just going to say that's going to be Kate Bishop, revealing in a future blog. This powerful team will be formidable against Infinity Watch and many other top teams in Alliance War. Let us get to know the newest Young Avenger. Now we're going to skip her history. This is all of her history right here. Echo is a brawler for the Young Avengers, and her kit is largely inspired by her comic history. She relentlessly attacks enemies with way of her passive ability, Perfect Mimicry. Each time an enemy attacks a Young Avenger ally, Echo will attack that enemy. She also prevents the enemy team from gaining assists. Wow, that's very powerful. And provides significant damage bonus to your Young Avenger allies. Yeah, so not being able to gain assists kind of shuts down a lot of different teams. The one that comes to my brain immediately is going to be Infinity Watch. Is very dependent on assists for sure. Repeat victory for Echo. Now she's going to be hero, global, skill, brawler. Boy, that's what we really need, is another brawler. Oh, get wrecked, ISO. Young Avenger. We're going to skip down to her passive and read that first, and then we're going to work back from the top. Perfect Mimicry. On spawn, apply defense up to 2 turns to self and all Young Avenger allies. Okay, so they're going to have defense up right from the start. When an enemy attacks a Young Avenger ally, attack that enemy for 250% damage. So that is kind of like Retaliate. Cull has a Retaliate mechanic, and so does Ghost Spider. While this character does not have blind, reduce the assist chance for enemies by 100%. Okay. On blind, gain slow. Now, I kind of wonder how this is going to play out right here. Very specific wording right here. Okay. Gain 10% damage if this character has any skill enemies. That's kind of given some shade towards like Kestrel and Secret Avengers a little bit there. And then gain 25% damage. Young Avenger allies gain 25% damage. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. It doesn't seem super broken. Doesn't seem super crazy. But again, it's hard for me to get excited about defensive war characters. You don't get to play them, right? They just sit there and you have a good time or a bad time playing against somebody else's puzzle, right? At least we have a way of practicing against our own alliance mates when we're out of war. All right. Ultimate Debilitating Brawl 4/7. Attack primary target for 300% damage. Rebound chain 4 to 6 adjacent targets for damage, and apply slow for 2 turns. If a target does not have slow, reduce that character's speed bar by 25%. My goodness. If they have immunity, that means they're just going to get their turn meter. Boy, that seems pretty savage. If they have immunity, they're going to get their, and it's just going to rebound back and forth and remove the turn meter. Ooh, if they have immunity, they get penalized for having immunity. Boy, that seems really punishing against Infinity Watch, right? Counterattack breaks this chain for any team that has immunity. This attack cannot be blocked or dodged. The only good thing I can say is that this is not going to be popping off turn 1. I mean, we don't know what the rest of the kits are going to look like, or if there's going to be a way of feeding her energy or something like that. But if it's not going off turn 1, I think that'll be pretty fair enough. Special Tonfa Bash, energy cost 5/5. Attack primary target for damage, chain to 2 targets within 2 spaces of the previous target, so that'll skip over if they're spaced out. I kind of like that. Chain 2 targets with 2 spaces of previous target for 200% damage. This attack has 25% extra crit chance. Apply 2+ evade up to a maximum 5 to self and all Young Avenger allies on war defense. This targets the most injured enemy, ignoring taunt. That gives it kind of more predictable mechanic and killing. That makes it way more lethal for sure. Dodge breaks this chain. Okay, and then lastly, her basic attack. Attack primary target for damage, then get a bonus attack for damage, and then that attack has an extra 20% crit chance. Okay. Again, I mean, she looks cool. The kit reads fine. It's just hard for me to get excited about defensive war teams. I'm sure I'm going to have to upgrade her and put her on defense, but you don't get to play them. Now, this is pretty important right here. We've got some clarification. Some of the text here is going to be updated. We had clarification already from Cerebro. Greek Raid Orb updates. Start of the new year, we'll see updated rewards heading to the Greek Raid Orbs. That's the Alpha, Beta, Gamma, to help get fresh character shards into your hands. Superior basic catalyst parts will be added to the orbs. That's great. Along with select characters applying specific traits. Now, I was specifically told that these have not been, the contents of the orbs have not been allocated yet. And then that this reads City Controller without the comma and City Support. So the Alpha Orb is City Controller and City Support, which means maybe we'll get Cloak and Dagger. Beta Orb, which is Hero Mutant. The only one that looked interesting in the Hero Mutant when I went through it would be Magic. Maybe Magic will be there. And then the Gamma Orbs, which I'm assuming is going to be the same, will be Villain Bio and Villain Mystic. You know, and I didn't see anything of interest there. Again, just to clarify, the orbs have not been finalized, so we'll see them when we'll see them. And we're going to find out on the Alpha Orbs on January 24th. So that is just a couple days away. Monday, we'll see the new rewards. Now, they're coming in new orbs. You won't see the same character appear in multiple orbs, so each raid will have a unique shard rewards. Expect to see the new Alpha Orb rewards starting on Monday. And the new Beta and Gamma Orbs will follow when their raids go live in the following weeks. The new rewards will be in brand new orbs. So if you've been hoarding any of these orbs, you need to open them up. And because of this, we'll be removing the old orbs from the store 6 weeks after each raid goes live. So the old Alpha Orb will leave the store, and then this was a typo. It's actually going to be March 7th. So you have 6 weeks to open up all your old Alpha Orbs, and then after that, they'll leave your inventory, and you won't be able to see them anymore. So if you have Alpha, Beta, and Gamma Orbs, I would suggest opening them now. They're not going to be updated, so this does not benefit anybody that hoards. Make sure you open those old raid orbs before they're gone. All right. We're just going to skip through this pretty quickly right here. There's a lot of information in here, just updated events and things like that. Basically, there's going to be a new Mojo Mayhem for RTA, and they're going to give you an opportunity to get some of the harder costumes that people didn't get, which notable right here is the Wolverine Weapon X costume, Hawkeye costume, and the Vision's WandaVision. That's the one where he's in black and white with the tie. But I think a lot of people didn't get the Wolverine Weapon X and wanted that one right there because that was heavily paywalled. And so this will allow Battle Pass, the RTA Battle Pass, to be able to get that, which is interesting. If that's what you're interested, if you're interested in getting Wolverine's Weapon X costume, this is kind of a way of getting that. That's the only one that I would consider of the three. Availability update: Ghost Spider is going to be added to the Elite Store, so you can get red stars on her. Returning legendary events is Black Bolt is coming around the corner on Monday. Weekly events. I'm going to skip over all of these weekly events. These are just like normally weekly events that come all the time. The one thing that is of importance is the Mistaken Identity Blitz, which is the Star-Lord T'Challa, is going to be starting on January 27th. So that'll be starting on Thursday. So we're going to have a Star-Lord Blitz, which a lot of people are looking forward to, I'm sure. Boy, Blitz harder. And then after Star-Lord leaves the boosted drop rates, right now Star-Lord has boosted drop rates in the Red Star store, Red Star Orbs rather. they're going to pivot to Red Stars featuring Yondu, Ravager Stitcher, Ravager Boomer, and Ravager Bruiser. So all of the reworked characters will have a small period of time where they'll have boosted drop rates. Now, the one thing that's kind of disappointing is that we just don't have the 10x Dark promotion credits. I know some people really look forward to that, having a space, like a one-day space, and I wish they would be very more consistent about that, providing a one-day space between switching the contents of the featured, so people that want to open up a lot of their Red Stars to get the 10x, but no information on that. All right, well, that is the blog post. I'm pretty excited about the new orbs. I'm not very excited about another defensive war team, you know, Heroes for Hire 2.0. Oof. And so I guess we're just going to have to wait around the corner to see the actual reworks of the other 3 characters, and how we have to also see what Kate Bishop's kits look like. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.